Check this out. This is a bad boy piece of equipment. It's got wheels in the back that steer. What do they call it? MRSP is 53,000. The bad boy terrain, I believe, is what they're calling it. Rear wheel steer. So, not a skid steer, rear wheel steer. That's different. Well, guys, what you're looking at is a rear steer loader. It is a rear steel loader made by Bad Boy. And what's nice about this machine, it doesn't tear up the ground like a regular skid steer would. And it still has a lot of the same capabilities. I am not sure what the lift capacity is on it, but being that it's rear steer, it's going to be a lot easier on the ground. So those landscapers that have to get into tight places and don't want to tear up the ground, this is a great option for them. Now, I got to admit, a few years ago when Bad Boy started at this Equip Expo, I didn't think that they were going to grow much, mainly because I thought the name, the marketing Bad Boy brand name, I didn't think would really catch on, but I was wrong. It really has. And it's been appealing to a lot of people. So they're growing. They got a lot of different zero-turn models. And a couple years ago, or I'm not exactly sure when, but they entered the tractor market. And their tractors are made by TYM. And from what I understand, the Bad Boy tractor dealership network and parts suppliers is probably a little bit better than TYM right now. So if you're looking for a tractor and you're looking at a TYM, well, consider Bad Boy. It's the same tractor, but a better dealer network. So, and I can also say that recently, a Bad Boy dealership network has opened up where I live. I'm kind of interested in checking those out, so we might do that someday. Maybe we can borrow one and demo one for a while. That would be kind of fun. But anyway, rear steer loader. Kind of a neat machine. They got plenty of attachments for it, right? That skid steer quick attach system is universal. All right, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. Let's go find something else. All right, we're rolling here. As long as we're talking about this, as long as we're talking about the Pat's Easy Chain system, I thought I'd throw the camera on. I've got Ed here. You all know him, and this is Grant. We talked to him a little bit earlier before, but here we are. We're talking about the Easy Chain system. What do you like about it, Ed?
We're over here fanboying about it. So
yeah.
It sounds like I better record this.
Yeah, right?
I was saying I've had this now for a couple of years, and I love it. Like it just makes it so easy because I had a traditional quick hitch, but it wouldn't work with my rotary mower, wouldn't work with my flail mower that I bought that's not quick hitch compatible.
Right.
And
so then you would have to take the quick hitch system off.
Yep.
And it made it more work than it was worth, really.
There's not been a single time that I've had a problem using this or that it wouldn't work with something.
Yeah.
And it's a godsend. Just back up, line it up, even if it's not lined up so well. It lines center and
and I was saying I've got an older rear blade that's not quick hitch compatible, so this is a game changer. And my flail mower is also not quick hitch compatible, so this works a lot better. It's just a good system.
It works so everything I've had. So
it really does. It makes it easy. Exactly. This is just great. This Easy Chain system is incredible. It's a perfect name, really. That's Easy Chain system because it does exactly what the name is. Yeah. So, yeah.
Anything else you want to say?
Yeah. You can think of? Okay.
Check out Pat's Easy Change.
Check out Pat's Easy Change. It's good stuff. All right. And you got a website too, right, Grant? Want to plug that?
www.greenwellmfg.com.
And we're going to zoom right into that. It's a closing shot. There it is. Check it out, you guys.
They are the manufacturers of.
They are the manufacturers. Yep. Okay, guys, we're at the outdoor Bobcat exhibit. We're going to go test drive some of their tractors because that's what I know. So come along. All right, here we are. We are at the Bobcat. They got articulating loader there. They got a mini skid over here. They've got their iconic Bobcat skid steers here on tracks. There's a mini skid over there that you can kind of see, but we're going to try and drive that tractor and that one over there. That's what we're going to give a try. And they have something that kind of looks like a Ventrac over there too. That's interesting. All right, let's go check it out. All right, here we are. We got the CT2540. I'm going to assume that's a 25 horsepower, and the 40 is probably a model number. Assuming, I don't really know. So we're going to check it out. Here's some of the specs on this tractor. Oh, I was wrong. It's got 37 horsepower, so the 40 must mean the horsepower, because you got to round up. This is what it weighs, 4,300 pounds. 3-point lift capacity is over 1,500 pounds. PTO horsepower is about 32 horsepower. So we're gonna get on this. We're gonna check out, see how well I can grapple some of those logs. So you guys watch and be the judge, see if I can figure this out. There we go. Now we're moving. All right, raise the rear up here. Just be in neutral. Must be low. There's mid. Okay, I was having a hard time finding the gear. Now I got it figured out. All right. So, there's the grapple. Let's see how many logs we can pick up. Oh, look at that. I'd say 3 is pretty good. Not bad. All right, now to test out what I think is probably the most important aspect of a tractor, and that is how smooth the loader function is. So I'm going to raise it. Well, before I do that, I'm going to turn the air conditioning on. It's getting warm in here. So I'm going to raise it, and I'm going to try to dump the curl bucket at the same time. Now you got to imagine there's a curl bucket on it. Okay, see how this is a struggle? Now I'm going to try to raise the bucket and lower the loader arms. Now that's a lot smoother. I can figure that out. Raising it up, and yeah, it's only letting me do one function at a time. So I can either curl like this, or I can raise, or I can lower and raise the loader arms. But on my way down, I can curl and lower. Okay, so I can do that. But raising it up and curling doesn't seem like it's possible. Okay? Now, in my opinion, and I'm going to say this is my opinion because some people are going to disagree with me, but I think that having a bucket that can do both functions, or a loader that can do both functions at the same time, is very important, because it makes for a lot better efficiency. Okay, so this is not as smooth. This is not even as smooth as my BX is. Okay, so my subcompact BX small tractor is smoother than what this seems to be. Now, granted, there's a learning curve, and it might take a little time to get used to. And once I get it, I'd probably be very efficient, but right off the bat, it's not as smooth. So, doesn't mean I wouldn't be interested in purchasing this tractor, because it's really all about dealer network. Now, one thing I can tell you about the cab, there's plenty of room. In fact, I'll bring you guys in here and I'll show you. All right, come on in here with me, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So now we're in the cab here, guys, and it is a nice cab. In fact, I'm going to shut this door, and as you can tell, it's pretty quiet in here compared to what it is outside. And I don't know if my mic is picking up the outside noise that well. Probably isn't, but everything you need in a tractor is in the right place. I like that. Switches are up here out of the way. The FEL control is in the right spot. I like that there's this nice big handle on the door, because you use this a lot more than you think. Grabbing onto, holding onto when you're turning around, and that's important as well. So it's a pretty good looking tractor. It's got tilt steering. I gotta say, it's nice. So if I put my foot on the brake, let's see if I gotta find neutral. That's neutral. I'll start it up again. There we go. So now we're running. Got my blinker on. We don't need that. Okay. So from the inside of the cab, all right, trying to curl it, trying to raise it, can't do that. But lowering and curling I can, but raising and trying to dump, see, it's only one function or the other. And what that makes is, you can probably see it on camera, it makes the tractor kind of shaky, right? Because you're trying to do that, you're raising up and you're curling and you raise it and you raise, and it makes it a little bouncy. And that's not very comfortable. So we're going to try to raise these logs up here again. This is getting to be a little longer video than I anticipated, but there we go. Raise these logs up, curl them up. Okay, and now set them down. All right. One thing that could be placed a little bit better is this low, medium, and high stick, because getting in and out of the cab, sliding yourself on the seat, this gets in the way a little bit. All right, over here, guys, we have the UT 6573. This is a much bigger tractor. This has got to be about 2 or 3 different sizes larger than the one we were just in. This is a substantial tractor. It's got a big Bobcat batwing mower on it. That's got to be a 12-foot batwing, cutting with 144 inches. So yeah, 12 feet. All right, that's a lot of feet. So let's step up in here. This is a big tractor. This is not something that fits the needs of me. I don't need something this big. The seat sure sits low. Maybe I can adjust that. I ate a few extra donuts this morning, so I gotta adjust the seat. There we go, and it's got one of these dials. It's not an air ride, it's a spring seat, but it's way down to the bottom. There we go. That's a little better. Still turning it. I guess I ate more donuts than I expected. All right, or than I thought I did. They were good donuts. So we're gonna shut the doors. I don't even think they have the key in this one, because there's no reason. Yeah, they took the key out of this one, because it's got the batwing mower on it. They don't want people running that. But this is big. There's a lot more room in this one, because it's a much larger tractor. This is a farm tractor. This is going to be your farm utility tractor. This is a nice one. Okay. So yeah, we got first, second, third, and fourth here. I'm guessing it's a 3-speed. Yep. So we got high, medium, neutral, and low. And it's big. it's a big tractor, and it probably lifts a lot bigger things, and it does a lot bigger things. But I can tell you that this thing is in the way of getting in and out of the cab. It is. Why isn't it not back here? Doesn't make any sense. But the FEL is in the right spot, I think. Yeah, that's in the right spot. That's a good thing. It's got 3 rear remotes. Since it's got that bat wing hooked up to it, bat wings need a few extra rear remotes. Double brakes down here, clutch on this side to shift gears, and I don't know what that is. Couldn't tell you. I'm guessing it has something to do with the fuel or the throttle. Give it a little more throttle when you're using the loader, possibly. Up there, you got your air conditioning, spot for a radio, little sunshade, rear view mirror, all the switches up on this side panel. It's a nice machine. It's big, but look at this thing is right in the way trying to get in and out of this, and I'm not kidding, it is tight. It's tight getting out of here. Can you see how I gotta kind of, oh yeah, that wasn't fun getting in and out of that because of that. I wonder if you can move that back. Oh, that's as far back as that goes. So okay, other than that, it's big and we're not going to run it, but we can check out some other stuff while we're in here. This guy's stacking tires over there, challenging himself. That's kind of a good idea, using tires with a grapple. Not going to hurt anything there. He's having a good time. One of those would be fun to have for a while. I don't think it would be a long-term use for me though. It'd be short-term. Who am I kidding? I'd use it a lot. I'd put a forestry mulcher on it and I'd have a lot of fun. I would.